Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning and Happy New Year. Welcome to 2018 and welcome to the first post of the Empowerment Climb. I'm so excited that you're here. I'm Dr. Lacey at drlacey.com and welcome to another week of the Empowerment Climb. It's the first one of the new year and it's definitely some exciting times. Wow, this is another chance for us to get it right. Another chance for us to grow and glow together, and another chance for us to be empowered. I'm so delighted that you're here, and I'm really excited because on today's Empowerment Climb, I want to share some really powerful information with you, but I also have a couple of announcements and a giveaway. It felt so good to give something away last week when I had the special Empowerment Climb at 11:30 a.m. I want to keep the party going. So you have to stay on to the very end so that you can find out what this week's giveaway is, but I hope that you will take advantage of it. Okay, so let's get started. This week's Empowerment Climb, we are talking about not getting stuck in resolutions. As you know, this time of the year, at the beginning of the year, we often make that laundry list. I know I've done it. I'm sure lots of people who are online right now, you've also done it. It's really common. We make that laundry list of things that we plan to do more of. We plan to improve our walk of life. It might be something like, I'm going to lose that last 10 pounds. I'm going to exercise more. I'm going to read a book a month. You know, we really start to get excited because it's the new year. And of course we should. Of course we should get excited. But unfortunately, the resolutions often turn out to just remain that, a resolution, and not a solution or follow through. Unfortunately, by the time February hits, we tend to forget our resolutions. We tend to sit them back on the shelf. That manuscript stays right there. That goal of losing that last 10 pounds gets pushed back another 30 days, and that is the end. Typically, again, by the end of the month, they are all but forgotten. So my encouragement to you today is don't get stuck in resolutions, write a vision instead. So how do we go about that? Here are three simple steps that'll help you to be able to move from resolution to vision on today. The first thing is when you are creating your vision is to dream big, but keep it in focus. When you dream big, you are tapping into your imagination. Your imagination is your key to the next big thing, plain and simple. Your imagination helps you to see new opportunities or new partnerships, that promotion that you might be hoping for, or the new job altogether. Spending time imagining what could be actually serves as a catalyst to the action of what could come. Let me say that again. Spending time imagining what could be actually serves as a catalyst to what could come. As you know, your brain is super powerful. And as you also know, my background is in neuroscience. So I have a doctorate degree in leadership with an emphasis in neuroscience. So that's all connecting back to behaviors and how we think, because my focus is metacognition. And so it's exactly connected to the same thing. As you think, you are. So when you dream big and you focus that dream, you focus on that one thing that you're really going for, you will start to see results. And that's the first step to creating your vision and moving from just a resolution. The second step is to ensure that you are specific. It's one thing to start to dream, and that connects directly to dreaming big and doing so in focus, but you have to be specific in that dream. This is not the time to be general, people. This is not the time to be general. So if you said, I'm going to exercise more, Dr. Lacey, that's my goal for this year. That's my vision for this year. I see myself in that cute little sundress, winter body. Summer bodies are made in the winter. I'm sure you've heard that before. And so I see myself in that cute little sundress. I see myself on the beach there. Well, this is not the time to be general, but be specific. Are you going to be running or rowing or cycling more? What is exactly what you're going to be doing? And you have to ensure that it connects back to your dream. back to the thing that you want most. So again, step number 2 is to be specific. Now, for those of us who are in business as leaders or aspiring leaders, this is the time, regardless if your budget is a year-end, annual, or a physical budget, it does not matter. This is the time when you still go back and you still go back to starting to take a closer look at what your dollars are saying, right? So how will you make that last 25K for the year, the last 50K for the year, the last 100K for the year? Me personally, as you know, I'm a executive director for a nonprofit management company. As a part of my company, I have a $125,000 goal, period, just in gifts, fundraising. And so everything that I'm doing, I'm intentional, I'm specific, because it has to connect back to that goal. Step number 3 is simply to see what you say. You have to see what you say in order to see what you said. Did you catch that? You have to see what you say in order to see what you said. It all connects back to vision. You can't get stuck in resolution. You must have the vision. Here is the connection, however, to the vision board that you might be writing. That's the connection. You have to see what you said. So if I want to see what I've said, I need to put it up around me. I need to put those key items. I need to put those key phrases. I need to put those key images. Everything that I'm looking for, I need to be able to see it so that I can see what I say. So again, in order to see what you say, in order to see what you say, you have to see what you say in order to see what you said. You have to see what you say in order to see what you said. All right, so in order to see those things come into fruition, I want to be able to see them up around me. I have to be able to write my vision. I have to be able to make it plain so that I can run with it, so that I can be empowered with it. Again, this is the connection between the vision and the vision board, the connection between that resolution and really moving towards a vision. I encourage you, yes, pick your power word for the day. Yes, select those key images, that key phrase for the year. Pick your vision board and put it in a place that you can continue to reflect on it every single day. Yes, I encourage all of those things. But at the end of the day, 30 days from now, 60 days from now, 120 days from now, 365 days from now, you have got to ensure you have added some feet to those dreams. Remember, we're dreaming big. We're using our imagination. But when it's said and done, I have to put action behind what I have determined. This is the big difference between a resolution and a vision. I have to put action behind it. So, what does the research say? Well, according to researchers out of the University of Scranton, they found that people who were successful at keeping their New Year's resolutions had oops moments. These are the folks who were successful. They still had oops moments, right? They made some mistakes. Well, that's all of us. We're all living this life day to day. None of us are perfect. None of us shall be perfect until we are in heaven. And so, yes, we will have instances in which we have an oops moment. In fact, 71% of the people who were successful in their resolution still slipped in the first month. 71%. So if you're thinking to yourself, golly, why did I do that? You're in the 71%. You're not alone. It's all good. Interestingly enough, the people who were not successful, so you know you get 71% who were successful, so the people who were not successful, yeah, they also had a slip-up moment at the rate. So don't get stuck in the fact that you may be thinking to yourself, I don't know if I can do this, Dr. Lacey. I don't know if I can set a vision. I don't know if I can set a vision and then keep the vision. How do I do that? Well, at the very same rate, these people had the same slip-up. Here was the key. The key is the people who were successful, listen to me now, the people who were successful, who had the oops moment at 71%, the people who are successful, they didn't quit after they made their mistake. That's what made them successful, is they did not give up. They didn't give up. They were successful and they didn't give up. And in many cases, they doubled their efforts after the slip up. I made this mistake. I'm going to go even harder now. This was an error I did. I'm going to try even harder now, right? They didn't give up, but they kept going. So in other words, they demonstrated persistence. Persistence is power. Now, wherever you're watching right now, I want to encourage you to type that down. Persistence is power. Let that be that phrase that carries you through 2018, that keeps you encouraged. Persistence is power. This connects directly to your vision, and this connects directly to our 3 points of the day. And again, our 3 points of the day, step number 1 is to dream big, but in focus. Step number 2 is to be specific. And step number 3 is to see what you say. All right? So how can I today? From the classroom to the boardroom, grab your stilettos and let's go. So from the classroom to the boardroom, here is one thing that you can definitely turn around and do today to create your vision, to move from a resolution to your vision. Begin with reflection. As you know, every foot forward begins with a step firmly planted in the past. So begin your reflections now. Start to think to yourself, what is something that I accomplished this last year that I am super proud of? What's something that I did this last year that I'm super proud of? I started that business. I got the promotion. I ended up writing that book. I lost that 5 pounds. Whatever it may be, I got married. Whatever it may be, something that I'm super proud of. I had that baby. Whatever, from personal to professional, whatever it may be, that one thing that you accomplished this past year, reflect on that one thing. Hold on to that one thing. I went back to school. Write it down. And once you write that one thing down, remember, you have time in order to see what you said. Write that one thing down. Then dream big over it. Use that imagination. Connect it back to your previous success, right? So think about something like cherry Coke. Who doesn't love cherry Coke? Now, I'm not a real big soda drinker, but I do love me a cherry Coke, right? So cherry Coke is still Coca-Cola. It was Coca-Cola building on its own success. When it created cherry Coke, it was building on a success that was already there. When they decided to make Diet Coke, building on a success. I don't know about you, but that Diet Coke with lime, it's all right with me. So again, they were building on a previous success. Well, you can do the same thing. Using an example of Coca-Cola is just that, an example. But what's the thing in your life? What's the thing that you have been most successful at this last year? Start there. Start with that reflection process and build on top of that success, and doing so consistently. With that being said, here is this week's point to practice. It comes from Wilfred Peterson, and he says, big thinking precedes great achievement. Big thinking precedes great achievement. Big thinking, imagination, big thinking, dreaming big thinking. All of those things precede your achievement, precede your greatest achievement. Start dreaming big now. Start dreaming big today. You do not have to settle for less. Why? Because you were designed for greatness. Don't settle for less. Remain consistent. Those are the big things that we want to focus on today. All right? So with that being said, before I share with you next week's topic, I do want to highlight a giveaway for today. As I mentioned at the beginning of our time together, I love being able to give things away. When it's said and done, I am a giver. I love to be able to connect with people, to be able to give things away, to be able to share, because we all have so much. We all have something that we can give, right? When I was a girl, I remember learning about a philanthropist, and I was like, what's that? But I knew I wanted to be able to do that, right? So that was me dreaming big. So here is my giveaway to you. I'd like to invite you to be a VIP at a special event that I'm having, all centered around my new book, VIP, An Action Guide for Leaders. VIP, An Action Guide for Leaders, right? As you know, that book was published and officially available as of December 31st, New Year's Eve. But I want to invite you to come for free to an event that I'm hosting, a VIP exchange, a VIP 1-day, 2-hour seminar, absolutely free. So if you're in the Milwaukee area, DM me, direct message me, or send me an email at info@Dr. Lacey, that's DRLACI.com, and I will send you the information on how you can attend. Absolutely free. Absolutely free. The only catch, you have to email me so that I know where to tell you where to come. I'd love to have you join me for this event. It's going to be dynamic, that I promise you. Finally, the Making the Climb 15 Steps and Strategies starts next Tuesday. We still have 4 slots available. So if you are interested in joining and being a part of this process, please register today. Do not delay. I have 4 slots that are available. I would love to have you as a part of that process. You can find information on my website as well as in the link in the bio. Finally, next week's topic, I'm super excited to be able to share with you all through the month of January. We're going to be talking about vision all through the month of January. So this next week's topic, 6:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, you can join me right here again. We'll be talking about connecting visions for the win. Connecting visions for the win. Thank you again for joining me on today. Thank you for sharing this information with another lady who needs to be empowered. And thank you for joining me on this process. As you know, from process to practice, grab your stilettos and let's go.